Hi folks, this is Redneck Reloader. Thanks for joining me in my little corner of the internet. Today we're going to continue on with these series of bullet reviews that I've been doing. Real quick, just to do the criteria, I'm looking at around 124 grain, round nose, 9mm, or something close thereabouts. These have to be bullets that can be ordered in spring of 2021. We're in the middle of this shortage, drought, apocalypse, whatever you want to call it, where all reloading supplies are so hard to find right now. Most of the bullet manufacturers are way out on their lead times, if they're even accepting orders. A lot of them are not even taking orders right now. So these are all companies that I'm reviewing that you can go and place an order right now. They may be back ordered and you may have to wait on delivery, but they are accepting orders as of spring of 2021. There are also companies that you can order a smaller quantity of. I gear my videos more towards the new or novice reloader. When I first started out, I didn't want to go out and buy 500 pieces of a bullet I've never shot before, because if it turns out that they didn't shoot well in my gun after I loaded 50 of them, what am I going to do with the other 450? So I really wanted to buy small samples, like 25 pieces, but those are hard to find. So most companies would offer a 100-piece order. So that's mostly what I've bought for these, is 100-piece orders, and the 124 grain or thereabouts 9mm. So today we're going to take a look at Chey-Cast bullets. Now, this is out of Cheyenne, Wyoming, and it's Chey-Cast is CHEY-cast. So cast bullets from Cheyenne. Never dealt with this company before. I've seen their name around. I've heard of them. Kind of excited to get in here and take a look at these. I'm not going to do the unboxing because I've already opened them. But they come in a priority mailbox, all taped up, very well sealed up and very well packed. Certainly no danger of losing any bullets out or anything. So let me bring you in here closer and we'll take a close look at these. Before I do that, I'm just going to ask, if you're watching these videos and you're enjoying them, please subscribe to my channel. It helps me a lot. It doesn't cost you any money. I'm never going to ask you for any money. I'm not going to be on here selling Redneck Reloader t-shirts or anything to you. If I could just get my subscriber base up, that'll help me a lot with YouTube, and it'll help me to bring more of these videos out and help more people. So if you like what I'm doing, please support me. Thank you. Okay, so these are the Chey-Cast bullets. These, they did not have the 124 grain round nose. This is 125 grain conical nose, which we've reviewed before on some of the other manufacturers. This is a pretty common 9mm bullet. This is not a 100-piece pack. This is a 1-pound sample pack. So they sell 1-pound sample packs of their bullets, and that's what I got here. I don't know how many are in here. When I open this, I'm going to count them, and we'll see in a minute. So far, looks like a good-looking bullet. I haven't taken them out yet to look at them, but don't see any spotty coverage or anything like that. They look like high-quality bullets. I like the way they're packed in these bags. Ziploc sealed bags, so I can reseal them after I take them out. It's got the label on them, so I know exactly what they are. And then they throw a staple in there just to make sure it's not going to open up during transport. I do notice on the inside of the bag some coating there, so I don't know if it's flaking off of them or what. I'm gonna have to get them out here and look at them, but I do notice some loose flakes in there. It might have just been in the container when they dumped them in here or something. It may not be actually coming off of these bullets. I don't know, but we're gonna take a look and see. Let me get them open here and I'll tell you how many are in this container. Okay, so after counting, turns out that this sample pack had 51 bullets in it. Now, usually I show you guys the invoice, but I didn't see one in the box, or when I opened the box, I lost it in all the packing paper. But I went back on my phone and looked at when I purchased it and got the invoice off my email. The sample pack was $7.50, and the shipping was $8.95, so the grand total came to $16.45. So it's not the price of $16.45 is not unreasonable. We've had some other bullet reviews in here where we've gotten, bullets in here for around the $16 range, but those were 100-piece samples, 100-piece orders. This is 51, so really to look at 100-piece, you'd have to, increase the price a bit there. I wouldn't necessarily say double. I wouldn't double the shipping because $8.95 is pretty standard for shipping. But instead of $7.50, I guess you'd pay like $15 if you wanted 100. So you'd be looking more like $25 range, $28 range. So this actually per bullet price makes this the most expensive bullets that I have done in the review. But take that for what it's worth. So looking at them, they're not bad looking bullets. You can maybe hear the hesitancy in my voice because as I was counting them, I ran across some stuff that wasn't great. I'm trying to find one of them. There's a few of them that the coating, well, here's one, is really rough on. If I can get my focus down, you can kind of see how rough that is. It's not a smooth coat at all. Very, very rough and almost like it has a burnt appearance to it or something. I'm not saying it's been burned, but I'm just saying the appearance of it. It looks very, very rough looking. I've never seen that with any other high-tech coated bullet before, and it is spotty in places. So you can see a few bare spots here and there. Not enough to worry me. I've seen that in other bullets that we've gotten in here and done reviews on, and they've been a little spotty at times. And some of these look just perfect. This one looks good. It's smooth, and there's no spots that are bare or anything. You can kind of see the line, the split line for the mold on some of these, but it's not a problem. But I won't say these are the most high quality bullets I've ever seen, but coating is just kind of weird on there. It's not all like that. Some of them are fine, and then some of them just have rough patches. This one has a rough spot there that I can catch my fingernail on right there. And it's something with the coating there. It's like bunched up there. But there's a few of them that look really, really bad. So I don't know what that is, but it is what it is. So, the next thing we do on the test, I take one of them, smash them with a hammer, and see how that coating applies. And I think I'm going to smash this crinkly guy right here and see if that is a problem with the coating right there where it's so rough and thick looking. So let's see how it does. Okay, so I gave it a whack. What I try to do with this is not try to beat the crap out of it. I just set it there and give it one good whack on my anvil and just see how the coating is going to stay. I can tell you this coating is not great. You can see a fleck on my finger. I've also got several on the top of my anvil there, smaller ones. This coating is flaking off. Now this was that crinkled up one. And you can see some bare lead there. Hopefully you can see if I can focus good. I just don't know. I don't like this coating. This is of all the high-tech bullets that I've shot, and I've shot quite a few, this is definitely the worst coating I've ever seen. But it is what it is. So we're going to go ahead and load them up now and see how they do loading. you know, one of the things I kind of forget to talk about sometimes in my reviews is if the coating comes off on my fingers, because when I first started doing these reviews, I had read in some of the forums and stuff people complaining about certain bullet manufacturers and the coating coming off on their fingers, that they had to wear gloves when they loaded the bullets, otherwise their fingers would be colored at the end of the thing. And I used to comment, I've kind of forgot about mentioning it on much because I've never seen it happen on any bullet before, but I used to comment on my early reviews if anything came off or not. But I am noticing on these, I am getting coating on my fingers. Not liquid, but just little flecks. If you can see that little red fleck there right in the middle of my finger there. I have noticed with these bullets as I'm handling them, I'm looking and I've got like little sparkly coated flecks on my finger. Looks like glitter or something almost on my fingers. So this coating is coming off of these bullets. So let's go ahead and load some up. You know the criteria by now. If you've ever watched this, we're going to load 10. I've got my cases ready. I'm going to load 10 bullets. We're going to use my RCBS dies. I'm going to load these with 3.9 grains of tight group, and I'm using Remington 1.5 pistol primers. I'm going to take these, load them. I'll come back in during the loading process and show you how the loading process is going. And then we'll take them up into the woods and shoot them. And I'm going to compare the accuracy to factory ammo and see how they perform. So I'll be back in a few. All right, so I've got my my cases primed and the case mouth belled. I want to just show you an idea of how much belling I'm putting on the case mouth. I'm putting a pretty generous bell on there. You can see that bullet. I can seat that bullet pretty far. I'm trying to get one side by side so you can get a feel for how deep I'm seating that in there. Getting it in there pretty good, especially since this coating seems to be wanting to come off. I really don't want to shave it when I'm seating them, so I'm putting I always, whenever I load coated bullets, I always put a generous bell on that case mouth, but especially as with these, I want to do that. So I'll come back as I seat them and let you know how it's going. Okay, I've just got a few more of these to seat, and I'm just seating them right now. I'm not crimping. I'm going to crimp in a separate step. That's what I usually do with these lead bullets, whether they're coated or not. I generally seat and crimp in 2 different steps. It seems to go smoother. So I have not seen any instances of the lead or the coating getting shaved off on these. They seem to be seating okay. I was kind of nervous about this coating, the way it was kind of coming off on my fingers. I thought it might be bad about shaving, so I was very generous with the belling that I put on the case mouth. Even with this bullet, you can see a few bare spots up on the bullet where the coating doesn't have really good coverage. But there's no shaving, so they do seem to be seating well. So I think that's probably maybe more of a combination of the sizing of the bullet and the belling as a case mouth. I will say the bullet, well, there you go. I don't know if you can see or not, but it's another little flake. It's really small. I don't know if I can get the camera to focus, but that's another little flake that came off on my finger, you know, while I was reloading. I originally thought maybe I didn't notice the flaking on my fingers until after I smashed that bullet with a hammer. So I originally thought maybe it just flaked off because I smashed it with a hammer, but I'm still picking up flakes off of these bullets just while I'm reloading them, very small little flakes. So this coating is not staying adhered to these bullets. So I'm just going to crimp these now, and the next time you see me, we'll be up in the woods and we'll shoot these. So. Okay, so this is the accuracy portion. These are for the Chey-Cast bullets. I'm going to do things a little different for a number of reasons. One, my target stand broke, and two, it's starting to rain. I want to kind of hurry this along so I don't get soaked. So I'm not going to change out this target. This is a target I use for a different test. So you can see it's already been shot. But these two targets haven't. So this target I'm going to shoot at with my pistol from 7 yards. And this target I'm going to shoot at with my carbine from 25 yards. And since I'm already set up for it, I'm going to shoot the carbine first, and then I'm going to shoot the pistol. And then I'll come back and we'll see how they do. My final thoughts on Chey-Cast bullets from Cheyenne, Wyoming. Delivery was fantastic, which I don't normally talk about, but considering the situations we're in nowadays, if somebody does good, I'm going to talk about it. And I got that order within a week of ordering it. Price, I don't know how they are in larger quantities. On the small quantities that I ordered, they're about twice as much as what other companies are. For the same amount of money, I got 51 bullets instead of 100. So that's about double price, really. So I'm not thrilled with the price. I wasn't thrilled with their coating. It was rough and it just didn't look good. It was flaking off on my hands. It flaked off when I smashed it with the hammer. And I was even getting the little speckles on my finger while I was loading, which I've never had that with any other coating of any kind. So I wasn't thrilled with them. However, accuracy wise, wow, they're good. You know, this is those are nice groups, very nice groups. I am very happy with those. So it's kind of, I'm on the fence with them. I don't think I'll buy from them again. I hate to give them a thumbs down, but I'm going to because of the price and because of the coating issue. But they are very accurate bullets and they did the job. And really, that's the most important thing, really, when you're buying bullets is, are they going to hit what you're shooting at? And they will. So I don't know long-term shooting if they might you know, let up your gun or not with that coating flaking off. I just don't know. From what I can tell from Chey-Cast's website, they're really geared more towards the cowboy action shooting crowd, and most of their bullets are just lubed lead bullets. So I'm thinking maybe they're new to the high-tech thing. Maybe they just don't have it down right yet. They get that coating down right, and they'd probably be a real good bullet. And their price was not astronomical. It was just, when you compare it to other companies, they're more. So, but that's all I got to say on them. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless.